welcome to this episode of Te Akau TV. Well, we've got a bit of excitement at the moment. We have Te Akau Shark and Proverbial in Sydney, and we have an exciting European horse that we've bought called Calliburn in Melbourne at the moment, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm in Sydney at the moment, just about to head home, but Te Akau Shark and Proverbial both worked nicely this morning. James McDonald came in and rode them in a piece of work. They'll have their final gallop on Tuesday morning, and they both race on Saturday week at Randwick. Te Akau Shark in the Tramway and Proverbial in the Furious Stakes. And yeah, really excited about Calliburn. He gets out of quarantine on Saturday morning, heads up to Flemington where he'll be based for the spring. But three really nice horses that hopefully can perform well in Australia.
All right, well, you've also had your first winner, Al Hara.
Yeah, it was good to get the monkey off the back. Took a little bit longer than we might have liked, and a couple of beaten favourites along the way. But we're really looking forward to the tracks improving and getting these nice horses out and going.
All right, we're talking about racing. Today you have 6 runners in Ashburton, the South Island team. How are they going?
Yeah, really happy with them. Sort of a nice point to kick some of them off. And the tracks down there are playing pretty well. So we've got quite a few down there with Dad and a couple of other good staff. And, looking forward to kicking off the spring with the Cup meeting as their target.
All right, well, let's start in race 4 with Bojangles with Michael McNab aboard.
Yeah, he's knocking on the door. He's a little bit limited, but he gets an opportunity today to find some winning form. And
Dublin Rose in race 5 with Michael McNab aboard.
Yeah, she's tried run a couple of times and wasn't far away last season, so she appears to be a little bit stronger this time around, and we expect her to run well.
Lethal in race 6 with Michael McNab.
Yeah, he's going really well, this horse. Looking forward to seeing him on a slightly better track, but this is still a colt, and just wonder how genuine he is sometimes, but we won't rush too much today, and he'll get back and hit the line, but off his work he's going to be a nice each way chance.
And in the same race, Explosion with Sam Weatherley aboard.
Yeah, tried well, drawn out, but go forward from there. She can find some form. She's going to be a nice each way chance. Looks as though she's improved from 2 to 3.
And Publicist in race 7 with Michael McNab.
Yeah, this horse can gallop a bit, but he is he's a little bit of an enigma. He's left the colt a long time, and we're just trying to get some form back on the board for him. So he'll probably go back a little bit, but look for him to be finding the line, and he'll race well up to 14 in a mile in his next couple of starts.
And the last of the day in race 8, Fabulous Flight with Michael McNab.
He's got really good form from last season. We think he's going to develop into a nice sort of start for this coming year. So this is a point to kick him off and look for him to get up to a mile in 2000 in his next 2 or 3 starts.
All right, and Saturday we start at Ruakaka with Inner Twinkling in race 5 with Chelsea Burden aboard.
Yeah, looking forward to getting him back to the races. He had really good form as a 3-year-old, but he's just been crucified by the handicapper. Going to carry a lot of weight for a one-win horse, so we just need to get this run out of the way and then get him up to a mile, and hopefully we can see him in Australia in some of those staying races. But I'd be happy if he sort of was running home for 3rd, 4th, 5th, somewhere around there. I think he's going to improve with the run.
All right, and we have Montage in race 6 with Sam Weatherley aboard.
Yeah, she trialled a couple of times on soft tracks or heavy tracks. It's been a little bit hard to get a line on her, but her work's improved at home, and looking forward to getting her up there on a better track. She'll be hard to beat.
And Byzantine in race 7 with Cameron Lammas aboard.
His 2 trials have just been okay, but he is a little bit blasé when he's given the opportunity to get away with it. He's drawn a little bit awkward, so he'll just go back. But look for him to be running home. He's a fairly good galloper when we put a bit of pressure on him.
All right, and Meteoric Lass in race 7 with Sam Weatherley.
Yeah, trials have been strong, work's been good, drawing well, we'll go forward, nice chance.
All right, and heading down to Hastings, they've got their big Daffodil race day, the Group 1 Tarzino Trophy Day. We'll start with Equinox in race 5 with Jonathan Waddell.
Yeah, his trials have been really good, very happy with how he's developed through the winter. He's coming up well. Just drawn a little bit awkward, so we've just got to go back and find the line, but be disappointed if he wasn't in the first 2 or 3.
And Melody Bell lines up in the Tarzino Trophy, the Group 1, race 9 with Michael McNab aboard.
Yeah, really happy with how she's trained on since the Foxbridge. Hasn't been well looked after by the barrier god. She's out there in the cheap seat, so she's going to have to do a little bit of work in the first half of the race. But if we can get an economical run somewhere, she's a genuine each-way chance. I think up to the 1400 will really suit her.
And Burgundy Bell in race 10 with Michael McNab aboard.
Yeah, she was down to run at Taupo last week, but they were obviously abandoned. Look, she was probably pretty well placed there, 1200 on wet track. She's got to go 13 on better ground, so look, she'll go forward and expect her to be in it for a long way.
All right, well, an exciting Friday and Saturday of racing. Do you have a best bet for us this weekend?
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing Avantage back at the races. Sort of picked out this race to give us a bit of confidence, and hopefully she'll win and win well, and then we'll be off to Australia with her.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jamie.